Hi, I'm Lee Holmes. I'm a RIBA Chartered Architect. I qualified in 2004, so I've got, including Part 1 and Part 2, about 20 years experience in the profession. And I've worked in from sole practitioners to design-based studios, corporate giants, I suppose, with global reach. And I now currently work at Box Architects in Leeds. So I'm also do some visiting tutoring to Huddersfield University, and I'm involved in initiatives at Leeds Beckett and things like this with the RIBA. So as an architect, like a lot of architects, I spin a lot of plates. I run several jobs on site. Conceptual work, feasibilities. I'm involved, as I said, with mentoring, tutoring, writing, business development, sales, procurement. So my natural working style is quite hectic and loosely structured. I'm often working within the fringes of different sectors. So I feel comfortable with working currently in this unknown. So I believe that there is opportunity in this chaos. So cliches out the way to begin with. We are in unprecedented times. None of us have ever experienced this before, and there's a lot of unknowns, but I really believe that there is opportunity here. So appreciate to many of you, it probably doesn't seem like that, because I guess for part ones, you've just smashed your degree, you're ready to put into practice what you've learned. And for part twos, you see the end in sight, the goalposts are there, but there's this big curveball coming and everything's changed, everything's been reset. So how are you going to find a job? What are you going to do about putting into practice what you've learned? And how are you going to get a wage? So aside from recording experience, these are questions that within the practice, architects in the profession are asking, not in the practice, in the industry. This is things that architects are asking. But as architects, we're best placed for this. I think we are prepared for it. Our skill sets are prepared for this because we're solutionizers. I may have just made that word up, but what I mean by that is that we ask questions, we solve problems, we create solutions that are considered, that are contextual, and appropriate. So the scenario we find ourselves currently living in could be considered, if you look at it on a positive way, is just another design parameter. It's just a fairly significant parameter, but it's just another driver for design. So what I'm, I suppose, focusing on here, and what my advice is, that with all bets are off. The established rules of the profession are ripe for change. The industry has changed and reacted since lockdown. What are we, 7-8 weeks into it now? And we're all facing new challenges. As a practice, we've furloughed 18 staff, with 6 of us remaining in the business to keep it maintained, so that there's something for everyone to come back to. Some clients have paused projects, others have accelerated them, meaning we've actually took on a technician within the current lockdown, because they're best suited to deliver what we've needed. So that said, this is your time and this is your normal. So my part 1, part 2 was under completely different circumstances, and yours is this. So that's all you've got to respond to, which you can do. So my advice is to grasp this opportunity for what it is. It's tough. It's going to be a more competitive market than we're used to, but some of you will be the next Renzos, the next Fosters, the next Alison Brooks out there, and people that we'll be reading about in RIBA Journal, AJ, about your successes, and how you've reacted and responded through your architecture. So use this time to create, to reflect, and to promote yourself. It may not be that there's work out there immediately, but keep busy, keep creating your own, ask for help, ask for guidance from peers or from professionals, because we will help. we'll talk. And I'm assuming it's daunting because it is, even for us that are in practice. But once all this is over, you'll have created the new landscape for the next generation of architects, which is you. So best of luck and stay focused on your goal. Thanks.